Hey y'all, happy Wednesday. I'm so excited to craft with you guys today. It's gonna be a reprieve for me from the craziness of getting ready for college departure. So for those of you who have been following our saga, we are almost there. We are in the countdown and I think my child may be having a nervous breakdown in the other room. I'm not sure. We're gonna hope that she's doing okay. Hey Fee, hey Carol. So I wanna show you a couple things before we get started. You guys have loved as much as I have the Scarecrow family. I cannot get enough of these pieces. Hey Felicia, how are you, my beautiful girl? These pieces are to die for, this whole set. But this one's my favorite guy for some reason. Hey Amanda, but the fence. Look at this with the little crows on it. Isn't that too stinking cute? So I love this set. It's a big set, lots of pieces in this set. And that one is I know I saw the video and I'm so excited for you. You are gonna crush it. Everything you do is amazing, girl. So this set's available now if you haven't seen it, so don't miss out. But what I did want to tell you is because the fence was so freaking amazing, I did a big version of it for my mantle and I'm gonna show you that video on Friday. I will not be live Friday. We will be driving to North Carolina to drop Maddie off, and so it won't be live, but we will be doing a video on Friday where I'm gonna paint the larger version fence for you guys. Also, for those of you with that amazing wagon, because y'all know I love this wagon, if you were at our Palooza, you got a wagon. This one has the kitty cat set in it. So the wagon comes by itself, and then there's all these interchangeable inserts for it. So this one is the kitty cat one. How stinking cute is this? I love the cats on the fence. It's a fence thing right now, I don't know why, but this one's really cute too. It says cat life on it. Super cute, but I didn't want to leave the kids out. So we have a back to school version too. And it is so cute. I'm not gonna change it out. I'm just gonna hold them up in front of it. Look at the crayon box. I love that. This one, of course, says back to school. Super cute with the crayon box and the ruler. So stinking cute. And of course this is adorable. A+ on your test, A+. So these are the pieces for the back to school wagon set. And then of course the kitty cat set. Super adorable. Y'all know I love interchangeable pieces. And so this wagon is to die for. I love the wagon. Look at those wheels. I love the wagon. All right, let me get the wagon out of the way so we can craft. Because you know when I'm done crafting, I got a million things to do. So tonight we're working on two projects. One is a gnome welcome sign and the other one is a gorgeous farmhouse pumpkin sign. And so I'm gonna tilt you down and we're gonna go ahead and get started. All right, so I have base coated the background of this sign and you're gonna get the gist of it. It's got a windmill on it, which I love. And then it says Farm Fresh Pumpkin. So I'm gonna set the base aside and we are gonna get started on the pieces. I've base coated all the projects tonight just so we cannot waste time on the boring stuff. And then I'm gonna find the oranges that I want to use on these pumpkins and we're gonna go ahead and paint the pumpkins. And I need to do the base. I am not as prepared today as I would like to be, but I'm gonna get through it. We're gonna get through it. And it's gonna be amazing. And we're gonna make pretty projects. Okay, so let's go ahead and just do the outline here. This is just an antiquing wax like the one that you guys see me use all the time. It's just a different brand. I'm just gonna rub this on. Around the edges, it just gives it the same look as a stain. Just dries faster and doesn't have any smell. And it washes off a lot easier than a stain. And that's why I love it. Because I like to get stain all over my hands and it's hard to get off. Okay. We're gonna put that to the side. Put the lid back on this because we don't want to test the theory and wear it or put it all in the carpet. Okay, let's paint some pumpkins, y'all. let's paint some pretty pumpkins. So I'm gonna start, these are not filled in, it's just the outline. So you wanna be a touch careful. Use a real thin brush if you have one. If not, use a Q-tip to get around these pumpkins so that you don't get it all on the sides. I hope everybody is having a great week. It looked like it was really gonna storm earlier, but then it did not, and I'm super excited for that. Hopefully the video is better tonight and doesn't cut out. You guys let me know how it's doing. The back to school one is adorable, Dawn. It'll look so good in your copper wagon. I think your copper wagon is my favorite. How's your mama doing, Dawn? Try not to make a mess. That's what I'm gonna try. I'm gonna do them all the same color, and then I'm gonna go back with a little bit of a darker orange and go over some of them and then do their brown tops. Now I did break my pumpkin right here. So I have a piece that I'm gonna add in. So I'm just gonna paint it the same orange, and then I'm gonna glue that in when I glue the pumpkins. I got a little heavy-handed this afternoon. Broke a couple things by accident. So I'll just give him a little coat of orange and we're just gonna piece him in. Nobody will ever know the difference. So set him over there. Keep on moving. This takes the longest of the whole project, is doing these little pumpkins, because you can't just brush over it with one stroke. So worth it though. Still a quick project, but worth a couple extra minutes to get this outline really pretty. Next week, I'm gonna show you a really cool technique that I sometimes use when I'm doing a lot of projects. You're not gonna wanna miss it. That's for next Wednesday night. Because Friday night, we won't be live, but again, we will be doing a video. It'll just be pre-recorded. And I don't know why. I don't like pre-recorded videos. I don't enjoy them. I guess because I don't get the interaction. But I want to make sure, because I have a project that I want you to see, that you guys get a video on Friday night. And then we're going to restart our Make My Mantle Mondays on September 6th. We have a bit of traveling going on and other commitments on Mondays for the next couple weeks. And so September 6th, we will get right back to it. And September 6th mantle will be completely decked out for fall. It will be the final say on how my mantle is going to look for the whole fall season. All right, now I have this is the bronze one. I'm just going to go over a few pieces of it, of the pumpkins, just to give some of them some extra interest. It'll darken it a little bit, make them look like they're not all exactly the same, and of course give you that little bit of shadowing that you would get out in a pumpkin field anyway, because they wouldn't all look the same. You won't be able to really tell until it dries, especially on the camera, but there definitely gives it a little different tones, which is super nice. Okay, love it. And I think I'm just gonna do the copper on the stems as well. Super easy. I love love copper. This is actually a bronze. I'm sorry, this is actually a bronze. It's not a copper, but I do love both. Okay, pumpkins are done. Now, we're gonna work on this windmill. And we are gonna use 2 different shades of gray to make our windmill really pretty. Now we have done a technique where we made it look like metal. You guys have seen me do that before, but tonight I'm not gonna do all that. I'm just gonna paint it with a couple shades of gray. They look way similar. Okay. All right, so let's just paint the whole thing first, and then we'll go back in and do some details to make it pop. I love this because it's at an angle, so it's not a straight sign. It's got that little bit of an angle to it, which gives it some added interest. Very cool. And Dawn, there are lines on this one for where to put the words so that they'll be in the perfect spot. And there were words on all of the, on the back to school wagon interchangeable pieces. It printed out all of the stuff had lines. So I was able to do that one in like 20 minutes. Just paint and throw it together. And there's a nice handy line right there, so I don't mess that up. All right, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take my white and I'm just gonna go into this while it's still wet because I want these to be lighter than the bottom piece of it. So if I do that now while these are still wet, it's just gonna make it a lighter gray, which is what I want. And I want some of that line. I don't want it to be perfect because I want it to look old. So I don't want perfection here. And then I'm gonna take a little bit of black . Maybe. Yeah. And I'm just gonna give it even more dimension. There we go. Perfect. Now we're gonna paint our words, and then we're gonna put this one all together. This one is super easy, and all the words are one piece. Y'all know I love those. I love not having to put them all together. Got a little bit of fuzzies there. There we go. Sometimes that happens. Okay, so I'm gonna use this same gray, I think. Same gray. Hey, Donna. How are you this lovely evening? All right, let's get these painted. And then I think I'm gonna go over these with the white as well to lighten them up. I like to do that because then it doesn't require so many colors of paint to get the same idea. Because nobody wants 20 colors of paint to paint a project. That just looks overwhelming. Just lighten that up a little bit so that it's exactly the way I want it to look. perfect. Just wanted it a touch lighter, and that's perfect. We are fall crazy already over here. Love, love, love fall. I'm a beach girl, but I'm a fall decorator. Okay, now we just have to do pumpkins. And do I want to do that? I think I'm still going to do it the same. Keep it simple, right? Hey, Robin. Oh, Ashley, I agree. Fall is the best time. Robin, you picked a good night to be watching because I'm about to do a gnome door hanger. All right. You could just mix your gray and your white paint, excuse me, to get the shade that you want. But if you've been watching me for any length of time, you know I'm a little bit of a lazy crafter. So this is just quicker and easier for me. But if you're not comfortable doing it this way, you can just mix your colors all together in a cup and then use the color. Excuse me. I don't have my water tonight. I don't know what to do with my water. All right, so now we're gonna put this thing all together. Scoot all my stuff over. This is our base that we did. We did this in a linen color, similar to a light taupe color. Cream would be pretty too, but I just thought I liked this because it kind of looked like fall too. That color just kind of said fall. So I'm just putting a coat of paint, a coat of glue, little beads of glue, all the way around my frame. Tap it on some of the pumpkins just so that I know they're tacked down, but you don't want a lot because remember you're not filling these pumpkins in, so you don't want a lot of glue squeezing through. And then I'm just going to line everything up. That is so stinking cute. Oh my goodness, I'm excited. I'm excited. Now I am going to just put my glue down on the table. Oops, my wagon. My wagon wanted to jump back in the picture. And dip my letters in the same way as I do when I have single letters. All over the place there. There we go. Am I lined up? There we go. All right. It's hard to see from this angle. Look how stinking cute that is. I do think that the pumpkins need a browner stem, so we are going to do that really quick. And I do have that one little piece that I can glue on right there to finish my pumpkin off since I broke mine because I was putting stuff all over the place this morning, not paying a bit of attention. All right, let's make those browner. I think they'll stand out better. Yeah, that's much better. This is too cute. I love this one. This one, you'll see this one on my mantle. I like this. Okay, there we go. There's the finished on that one. How adorable is that? Sorry, I didn't have mine all lined up. There we go. Super, super cute. I love this one. All right, let's put this one to the side because we have, oh my gosh, we have the cutest gnome to work on. He is so adorable. I have base coated the background. It's a shiplap board, so you'll see the little lines are already there. And if you run into trouble when you're doing your shiplap, when you paint, if you have a problem and you cover it up, you just have to take a ruler and go back over the lines with a pencil. And then if you don't like the way the pencil works, you just take another light coat of white paint and it'll cover it right up. Super, super easy. I don't always get the lines to stay if I've gone too heavy with my paint. And so I sometimes have to draw them back in. So I'm undecided here how we're gonna do this guy. So basically, he's gonna sit here holding a leaf that says it's fall, y'all. So we know we need to start with his beard. And this is his beard. And this is his hat. And I'm thinking that I'm gonna go completely off the reservation and I'm gonna do his hat in navy blue. I think that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna go ahead and do his hat and put it to the side. Maybe his hat and his shoes are gonna be navy blue. So we don't need this piece right now. We need to paint all of our parts. Oh my gosh. If you could see the back side of this craft table. Lordy. All right, so let's go navy. I think navy is a good fall color. I love that teal blue for fall too. I've been using that a lot in our projects. It's a gorgeous color. I think some navy is good for him because he's gonna have some red and yellow and orange leaves. He's a cutie pie. And I am gonna take our paint markers when I'm done, and this is dry, and we're gonna go back in those lines. Those are detail lines, and we're gonna go back through there so that you get the little creases on his hat. I think sometimes when you're painting a project, you're like, I don't know if I like it or not. And then when you put in all the detail lines and all the extras, it really comes to life. So I never judge a project until it is completely out the door, till it is done. Okay, here's his shoes, his little Gnome shoes. So cute. This thing has so many parts, I'm gonna have to see if I can remember what's what. The shoes are a gimme though, I can tell what they are. I know this is one of his sleeves to his shirt. And I think this might be part of his shirt too on the other side. All right, so there's his clothing. We got his clothing under control now. So let us do his beard. And I'm gonna give him a white beard and maybe put a little bit of gray in it. beard. Now what have we got here? We've got all of these parts. Let's go ahead with our white since we've got, well, we did have white. I put gray in it, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and do the words. If Lynn's watching, I don't have tape out. I forgot this had words, so no painter's tape this evening. I think I have some on the dining room table, but I'm not gonna go get it. I think I'll be okay. I can't wait to see this one all together. Oh, it's exciting. Okay, we are getting these parts put together. Yay, this is exciting. Okay, leaf. Let's do our leaf. And I am gonna use, this color is my new favorite color for the fall. It is called Spiced Berry and it's by Apple Barrel. And I love it. It is such a great fall color. I have been using it on everything. Isn't that just a pretty color? It is just such a I was trying to say rich, deep color, but I thought I'd make my own. I don't know what I was gonna say, but I was gonna combine those two somehow and come up with my own word. It is a great color. And I think it's particularly pretty with that white against it. That just really pops. Okay, I can't tell, but I think I might need another coat of that. Not sure yet. Not sure yet, but we'll see in a minute for sure. Now I do want to do this other leaf in this color as well, while I have it out. Because he's got a lot of leaves going on his hat when we get him all put together. So we have that leaf. And then we have this one and this one. So I think I'll use orange for one, obviously. Maybe for this guy. This isn't my normal orange. I'm feeling a little lost, and I think that's why, because this isn't my orange spice. That's okay. One in orange, and then we're gonna do this guy in yellow. And we'll just use the same brush. Oops, maybe. This one's almost empty. That's the only reason I'm doing that. Normally I would not stick another color into a thing of paint. But this one's going in the trash after, so we can do that. All right, leaves are all done. This one is coming together faster than I thought it would. Now it's time to do the pumpkin, and now I don't think I'm gonna be happy with that orange. Let's see if I can find my orange. That's definitely not it. That's way too bright. All right, well, we're gonna go with it. We're gonna go with it. Use the same brush. Just keep on recycling this brush. We're gonna have quite the pumpkin. That actually might help this orange a little bit. I kind of like that. We are gonna put some bronze on top of him, just to give him a little more depth. And then we have to put his brown stem on and paint the gnome nose and hands, and then we can start assembling this guy. And I am super excited because I haven't made him before. So I am super excited to see how he turns out. Pretty. All right. Super pretty. Okay, brown stem. We need a brown stem. We also need 2 little brown buckles for his shoes. Thought I lost the other one. Little pieces and I do not get along. I lose them all the time. All right, we have just one last detail, and that is his hands and his nose. And then this guy is done. And I can't remember. I'm gonna hope that's the right side up. Otherwise, we'll be painting the other side in a second. And you guys know I've done it before. We've all done it, so it's okay. All right, where's the natural beige? Hey, Sandra. Which color, Ashley? That spiced berry? I do love the spiced berry. I think it is the perfect fall color. And I love it with the navy. I just love all of this combination together. It just looks really cool. And you don't ever know until you do it whether it's gonna be any good or not, but I do like it. All right, so this is the natural beige for his hands and nose. Just looks like skin tone. Kind of, it's kind of light for skin tone, but I guess gnomes don't really come out in the daylight, right? So they wouldn't get a tan. All right, now we can put it together, and that's the fun part. So let's scoot all these pieces, get our background board back, and we're gonna start putting it together. All right, make sure I have my drill hole at the top, because we've seen that happen too. People start putting their stuff on and they haven't paid any attention to where the top and bottom are. You don't want that. Okay, so let's start laying this guy out so we know how he's gonna fit. And then once we get him all glued on, we'll do all of our detail pieces. So here is his body, and his pumpkin is gonna go here. So he needs to scoot. He needs to scoot a little. Perfect. Perfect. I'm gonna have to take all these pieces back out in a second. But better to do that than to end up not having it where you want it and have to redo it. Okay, I I just want to make sure that my leaf is going to fit. And after I make sure of that, we can start putting all the pieces together. And this is the piece I think that I did the wrong way. It is indeed. All right, so let's take that off and paint that blue really quick. I'll just give it a little coat of blue paint like it never happened. All right. Ooh, I am gonna make a mess. All right, so the leaf is gonna go about right there. I just wanna make sure there's room before I start gluing. Okay, there we go. Oh, this is gonna be perfect. Let's lay out his shoes. Figure his hand out there. The leaf has to fit in there like that. Okay, that's perfect. All right, so now I can start gluing. And I'm gonna start with his hat. And his nose. Just like that. And then I'm going to take these pieces apart. Oh. Scoot back up there. All right. This is so cute. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I may have to put this on my front door before we leave. Okay, little nose, stay there so I know where to go. There we go. There we go. I'm gonna do his feet. His little shoes. It's like a little puzzle. Just putting the puzzle together. Look at him, he's so cute. Oh my heavens. All right, this is his sleeve of his shirt where his hand is. Look how cute. All right, now I'm gonna put a dot of glue here and here so we can put his little buckles in. Oh my gosh, this is adorable. This is too stinking cute. All right, so now this leaf, let me see how this goes. Just like that, okay. So that leaf goes there. And you'll know because it'll slide right into those little grooves. Right into those grooves. And then this one goes, how does it go? Just like that. Okay. And then this one just glues like that. Super adorable. Oh my heavens. I am in love. That is so stinking cute. Okay, now for these I'm gonna put some more glue out. And then I'm gonna put its fall. Y'all, look how adorable. Oh my gosh, I love this. I love this. All right, so what did I do with my twine? Let me see, get this piece here. Because I'm just gonna put this through and I'm going to turn the glue gun on and glue the bow on. And then I'm gonna do the detailing. Actually do the detailing while the hot glue gun is heating up. So I'm just gonna tie a knot here. And then I will trim those off once I've made sure it's nice and tight. Trim these off. And then we're just gonna hot glue a twine bow right here because I don't want anything to take away from this guy. He is too stinking adorable. Oh my heavens. All right, so I think I was gonna do black, but I think he needs some touches of white just to lighten him up a little bit. So I'm gonna go with my white paint pen instead of the black one. And I'm just gonna give some highlights. And I'll probably do more highlights than what were there because y'all know that's what I do. Same thing here. How flippin' adorable is this? Oh my gosh, y'all. Look at that. Too stinking cute. I love this. Oh my gosh, adorable. Adorable. I hope you guys like the gnome as much as I did. I didn't know how I would feel about him, but I have loved making this guy. Adorable. So cute. This one is adorable too. But there's something about this gnome and his pumpkin and leaves that just makes me happy. So here is our gnome, it's fall y'all sign or door hanger, whichever you want to do with it. And then here's our Farm Fresh pumpkin sign with our windmill. I love the fact that this is not straight. That makes me super happy. That is gorgeous. And don't forget about the scarecrow family as well. So if you have placed an order already, it should be ready tomorrow for pickup, either tomorrow or Friday. So I'm aiming for tomorrow for everybody's orders to be done. If you place an order tonight, it'll be ready Friday by 4. I am out of there at 4 o'clock. We have got to get on the road. So if you place an order tonight, it will be ready for you before I leave, or you can wait until Wednesday when I return to pick it up. So happy weekend, guys. I will not see you guys again until next week, but you will have a video on Friday. It'll just be pre-recorded and you don't want to miss it because it's super stinking cute. Thank you guys so much for joining me and have a wonderful evening. Bye, guys.